What's going on, YouTube? This is Ricky J, and welcome to the reversed 1999 Royal Rumble. Man, I feel like it's been forever since we made one of these videos, and I cannot wait to do this one because this was one of the most controversial Royal Rumbles ever. It was basically Vince McMahon feuding with Stone Cold Steve Austin the entire matchup. The Rumble centered around the heated feud, man, and Austin was obsessed with winning while McMahon entered the match at number 2. Austin drew 1, and it was crazy. They brawled backstage. They brawled in the crowd. The corporate ministry, McMahon hired thugs to ambush Austin, and it was crazy. And at the end, it was The Rock that distracted Stone Cold and Vince McMahon. Look at this entrance by Chyna. Vince McMahon took advantage of an opportunity and eliminated Stone Cold, and the fans were not happy. But we are reversing things. So Chyna came in at 30, and now she's coming in at number 1. What an entrance that is for Chyna. Yeah, but this was probably the most wacky Rumbles ever. There's just so many things. Like the Undertaker came in to what did he do to Mabel there? Did he try to possess them to be part of the Ministry of Darkness? I do not know. Let me know in the comments. But there were a lot of crazy things. One of my favorite moments was when Gilbert got eliminated by Edge in record timing. But coming in at 2, who came in at 29, it's Owen Hart. You can't play the music because YouTube flags it, but I'm going to sing the Hart Foundation. What was the tune? Owen Hart, man. I love this guy. Coming in at number 2. But let's get things rocking and rolling. You know, it was crazy. So Vince McMahon won this Rumble, and the winner of the Rumble got to face The Rock. But let me this is what we always do. I know some of you love it. I know some of you don't like it. We're going to ramp face to see the entries. But Vince McMahon did not end up facing The Rock at WrestleMania that year. The commissioner was Shawn Michaels, I believe. And since Vince McMahon was unable to compete, they awarded the title shot to the runner-up Stone Cold, who, spoiler alert, ended up winning the title against The Rock at WrestleMania. But yeah, if you ever want to see this Royal Rumble, you can't watch it on YouTube. They deleted this is the only Rumble, I believe, that has been deleted on YouTube. I guess because of Vince McMahon and his dirty tricks, that they didn't feel like putting it on was the right thing. But if you do want to watch it, it's on Daily Motion. But there's so many ads on Daily Motion. Basically, it should be called Daily Ads or Minute Motion. There's ads every single minute that passes by. But anyway, let's get back to the action. D'Lo Brown. Here comes Double J, Jeff Jarrett. And this was when the Attitude Era was just flying high, man. This was a cool time. But they really changed the scope of wrestling. They really had to, because WCW was flying high with New World Order and all the legends that made their way over. That's the great thing about wrestling, sports entertainment, that even though you're past your prime, if you're a character, if you're known, you could still develop a huge audience and perform. Here comes Mark Henry. So yeah, WWE had to make that pivot, and it was an incredible pivot, and you got to thank Stone Cold Steve Austin and everybody else, obviously, but mainly Stone Cold for getting it going. But I never liked the feud that he had with Vince McMahon. I felt like, Vince McMahon wasn't a real wrestler. It wasn't something that was believable, especially, I don't know, just seeing Vince McMahon come out trying to fight Stone Cold. But when he came out, I couldn't believe. It's like he rented a body for the night. But his physique was top notch. But that wasn't natural. Why did he, later on in this Rumble, he put on a sweater. I guess the baby oil kind of weared off, but he didn't showcase his body for the entire match, just for the beginning. I guess he pumped up some iron. He did some workout right before so he could look buffed up, and then later on in the night, he probably wasn't as big. I don't know why he put on the sweater, but this Royal Rumble was interesting to watch. Here comes Val Venus, but it's not up there with one of my favorites because it wasn't a traditional Rumble. There were a lot of just wackiness, like I said, that was going on. It seemed like for chunks of the Rumble that the ring wasn't filled with superstars. For me, I always loved seeing a wrestling ring filled with guys during a Royal Rumble. It was pretty empty, you know, with Stone Cold in there. There were times where he was in there. Droz was in there alone. Shamrock, Kane, Vince McMahon. It just seemed like the ring was empty for way too long. Here comes Triple H. So the Triple H that you see here is not the exact version of Triple H that was in this Rumble. It was the DX Triple H with the pants. But I couldn't find a good Triple H on the Creation Zone. So this is the Triple H you're going to get. And it's pretty accurate anyway. It's him anyway. But look at Val Venus. So if you're wondering, back in the early 2000s, I used to work in the clubbing industry in Toronto, and I met Val Venus. He's such a good guy. I would always see, because I worked as a clubbing promoter, so I used to see Test, Val Venus, Edge, Christian on a regular basis, and they were all pure class. Great guys, and just watching this Rumble brought back memories of when they used to come into the clubs and have a good night. Here comes the Big Boss Man. And the thing that's crazy is when you see these guys on TV, you're like, oh, they look pretty small. Like, Edge is huge. I don't know if he's like 6'4", 6'3". I'm 6'1". And, man, I'm like, wow, this guy's tall. I think he was like 6'3", 6'4". Or maybe he's wearing boots to make him look like 6'5", 6'6". But anyway, let's get back to the action right here. You got China. Could China go all the way? When we reverse these Rumbles, they always, it's that element of surprise that makes me want to continue making these. Seeing these guys come out here, seeing sometimes the same outcome happen, like even though you reverse it, the same outcome happens. So maybe we'll see that today, or maybe we'll see a surprise like we've seen in previous Rumbles. Look at this, X-Pac. He's going to get eliminated. He's done. And Owen Hart. I kind of like this like Counter-Strike version of the Big Boss Man. Look at him. Oh, he's eliminated. Owen Hart. Unreal. And the Big Boss Man, holy cow. He is someone that doesn't get enough credit for his craft. Like, he was fantastic. And he went up against the Who's Who. He took his beatings. And the Big Boss Man is a guy that you got to respect. But right here, you got China still in there as this reverse 1999 Royal Rumble, which took place at Arrowhead Pond in Anaheim, California. Let's see who's coming in next. Oh, there goes Jeff Jarrett is done. You know, there was also a bounty for anyone to eliminate Stone Cold Steve Austin. They got $100,000. I don't think that would be enough in this day and age. It's so crazy how times have changed when it comes to, obviously, things cost more. If you guys didn't know, my beloved Toronto Blue Jays are in the World Series. In 1993, when they were in the World Series against the Philadelphia Phillies, a ticket in the nosebleeds was $58 back in 1993, which you could say back then was a lot of money, but really in 93, that wasn't a lot of money to go watch a World Series game. Now, games 1 and 2, to get those same seats in the nosebleeds costs you $1,800. It is insane. I really feel like Major League Baseball or Ticketmaster, StubHub. Here comes Billy Gunn. they got to do something to avoid these price hikes, because true fans like me wanted to go, but we just couldn't afford, or I couldn't really kind of justify spending $2,000 on one ticket to be up in the nosebleeds. But so sad, man. Couldn't go to the World Series. That's okay. You can experience it other ways. But let's get back to the action. But yeah, the bounty of $100K on Stone Cold now would be $1 million at least, or more. Let's look at Mark Henry as Val Venus making his exit. Here comes Ken Shamrock. So obviously Ken Shamrock came from the UFC. Before that, he was a Pancrase champion, shoot fighter, unbelievable, deadly individual, and then he made the transition to WWE, and he made a really good transition. Wasn't he Intercontinental champion, European champion? I love how they gave him padded shin pads, because he couldn't control his shots, and they also gave him gloves to say yeah, you could be in the WWE, but we're gonna give you things to absorb the punches in case you forget that this is sports entertainment and not Japan or UFC actual fighting, Yeah, he was the Pancrase champion, the shoot fighting master. Here comes Kane. So Kane, if you're wondering, he eliminated 4 guys, and then he eliminated himself. So I don't understand. This happened before too. Macho Man eliminated himself a long time ago. Kane eliminated himself. There was a couple other guys that eliminated themselves. Don't they understand that the feuds shouldn't be bigger than winning the Rumble and punching your ticket to WrestleMania? How about the Big Boss Man? Test is done. Oh, Triple H is done. Shamrock is done. And with all this going on, you still have China in there. What is this? As Billy Gunn gets the Big Boss Man. We're down to 4 here. I like how when Billy Gunn came into this Rumble, he had a foot injury, but he still came in hopping on one foot. I love it when they try to sell that they're injured. It makes things a lot of fun. I remember Bret Hart would always try to sell that his knee was bothering him. He's done that. He does that so well. Even when Bret Hart used to walk normally, he would always have a little bit of a limp when he was wrestling. You should check that out. But anyway, back to the action. Who's coming in now? 2, 1. It's the Godfather. Rolling in at 14 in this reversed Royal Rumble. Let's see what the Godfather does. Is he going to go after his old buddy Mark Henry? Look, they're punching flies here. And let's see what's going to happen. Here we go. To the corner. Billy Gunn could be in some trouble, brother. Billy Gunn putting... Oh, nice job right there. Billy Gunn was looked like he was in a bit of trouble here. And here comes Goldust. How can you not love Goldust, man? Goldust, he was a tremendous Intercontinental champion, I would say. I don't feel like he got enough credit as Goldust. Goldust would be the best Halloween costume. One day, I think it's a little too late in the game, but I would love to be Goldust for Halloween. That would be so funny. Nobody would know who I am unless you're a super wrestling fan. But let's see what's going to happen now. Coming in is Al Snow. What does everybody want? I feel like Al Snow had a lot of potential. But Al Snow, I don't know, they never really gave him a good run. He never really won any titles. Here's China. Nice job there by China, staying in there. As she is still inside this Rumble. What work by China as Billy Gunn's done. The Godfather's done. And China, no! The Ricky J curse in full effect. Here comes Kurgan. Big Kurgan now. With an opportunity to change history. Oh, nice job there by Kane. Kane working on the world's strongest man, Mark Henry. You got Goldust. Oh, nice job by Al Snow, who's being outweighed. Wow. Al Snow took to the skies. And Kurgan pushing him to the side, using the big booty there. Pushing Kane. Kane's got to be careful. Strength for strength. But speaking of strength, look at Henry saying, I got the strength. I got the power. And now a big boot there by Kane. Here comes, I love this guy, but I always say his name wrong. Gangrel. That's how you say his name. I used to call him Gangrail. And then you guys used to get on me for making mistakes. But it's Gangrel. The funny thing about YouTube, I don't take YouTube seriously, if you haven't noticed. This is just a fun hobby, man. I don't do this as a career. I think that's like the silliest thing you could do unless you're making millions. But every time I make a mistake, there's always people in the comments that call me out on it. And I love it, man. How about Gangrel? But yeah, I with YouTube here. Oh, what a boot. My philosophy with YouTube is unless you're making $1 million a year, it's not worth the risk of making it your full-time job. It's just things are all up in the air. There's no benefits. There's no guaranteed money. People could stop watching your videos and then it's going to affect your entire family. How do you pay your bills? But if you leave it as a hobby, it's always going to be fun. That's my mentality. You know, let me know if you agree with that, if you're a content creator or not. Oh! But once this is your number one source of income, it would become so stressful. And that's not what I'm about, man. But anyway, here comes Mabel. So Mabel. How do they not have Mabel as a character that's in the game? Mabel is a legend, man. I love Mabel. Is he? Let me know in the comments. Is he still alive or not? Sadly, as a wrestler, your lifespan is not very long indeed. Oh, nice. You got to really take care of your body. And, you know, it's the house shows, I really feel like that set them back. Oh, no, Gangrel's done. Here comes Blue Meanie at 21. The Blue Meanie now. I love the Blue Meanie. Showing off that beautiful belly in the Rumble. Oh, down he goes. But yeah, I feel like those house shows, if you ever are bored, I was looking at The Life of the Ultimate Warrior, and I was looking at a website that logs in all of his wrestling matches. And like he would basically wrestle like 5 times a week. It's like the circus, like in house shows. Here comes Tiger Ali Singh. Like they would wrestle like 26 times a month with they have no off season. That's another thing too. With wrestling, I really feel like they should have an off season. Obviously in baseball, they play a 162 game season with spring training and playoffs, but there's an off season. They don't play games in November, December, January, so they get 3 months off to recoup and just kind of reset and understand that mental health is a very important part of any type of sports or sports entertainment. Here comes Dan Severn. So if you're wondering, Dan Severn is a multi-time champion inside mixed martial arts. He had tremendous battles with Ken Shamrock, Oleg Tektarov. Who else did he face? Remember, you got to look up Dan Severn versus Mad Dog Macias. That was a great one because it was a fix. Macias lost on purpose. If this was 2025, he would get investigated like Chauncey Billups and Terry Rozier. Oh, that is so bad. I love the NBA, but things like that are making me not love the NBA. To be honest, I don't love the NBA anymore. With all these crazy antics that are going on, the NBA is horrible with people like trying to fix kind of things that go on due to prop bets. It really turns me off to the sport. So bad. Where is the respect for the game? The love of the game? You think Jordan would ever do that? It's horrible. But a lot of negative energy is coming from the NBA, and they make way too much money. Like role players are signing $160 million deals. How much is Steph Curry? I love Steph Curry. He's one of my favorite players, but he's making $60 million a year. That is absolutely ridiculous. I just don't get it. But Anyway, back to the action. Dan Severn eliminates Al Snow as Tiger Ali Singh in there. Let's see how Tiger Ali Singh does as we are nearing the end. But they really should put a cap on how much money these guys are making. Like, I know Shohei Ohtani is going to go down as the greatest baseball player of all time. Did he ever play the outfield? Like, he's always just DHing and pitching. But he signed a deal for $715 million. I feel like they should cap it out. And then guys like Connor McDavid. I know the NHL doesn't make as much revenue as the NBA, NFL, and MLB, but Connor McDavid, I think he's making $12 million a year. When Shohei Ohtani is making $715 million for 14 years. That is unbelievable. That doesn't include endorsements and everything like that. Oh, well, this. Look at Dan Severn. Dan the Beast Severn. And here comes Gilbert. If you're wondering, Gilbert is a 32 overall. Gilbert is not a guy that has the stats. And remember, when he came in, he was taken out immediately. I think he holds the record. Does he hold the record? I think he does. So if you're wondering, that Gilbert, he came in and Edge eliminated him. Here, speaking of Edge, here comes Edge. Gilbert lasted 6 seconds. But what was the Italian guy? I think he lasted less. Oh, I forget his name. Man, it's slipping my mind here. Oh, man, we gotta love Gilbert. That was a whole little inside joke that WWE would pull on Goldberg. Here we go. Who's next? Oh, there goes Gilbert. Draws. Remember, Draws got paralyzed by D'Lo Brown a long time ago. Was it due to a pile driver or was it due to a power bomb? Oh, man. But the quickest eliminations... Oh, there goes Dan Severn. Is the Warlord in 1989. He got eliminated in 2 seconds. Sheamus got eliminated by Gunther in 2 seconds. No Way Jose got eliminated by Samoa Joe in 2.2 seconds. And then, wait, but, yeah, Santino Marella in 2009 holds the fastest elimination ever in 1.9 seconds. I believe it was by Kane, but I could be wrong. But Golga is in there. Let's see who's next. Let's see who's coming in. So yeah, it was Santino Marella, 1.9 seconds. Vince McMahon. And I'm telling you, when he came in, I couldn't believe that he was that jacked up. And this character right here is huge. Super jacked, going after draws. And Edge is still inside this Rumble. Golga could be on his way out. Golga looking to hang on here. Golga's done. Here we go. Here comes Stone Cold. Stone Cold Steve Austin at 30. Let's see if Stone Cold could get the victory that he felt like he should have gotten if he didn't get distracted by The Rock and Vince McMahon, who spent the majority of his time outside of the Rumble, won it. That was another thing why I didn't like this Rumble too much. The winner was barely in the Rumble, and the fans didn't take well to it at all. Yeah, I never really liked that feud. Here we go. Uh-oh. Stone Cold. Nice shoulder charge there on Edge. Oh, but then he got welcomed by the belly of Mabel. And Mabel now Power slam. Oh! And Steve Blackman. When did Steve Blackman coming in? When did he come into this Rumble? I've been all over the place in this video. But you got Steve Blackman with a big boot. Steve Blackman was also a very deadly, real fighter. So Blackman, yeah, he came in a while ago. He is stunned right now. But way to go, Blackman. Oh, no. Road Dogg with a right hand. Oh, nice job by Edge. Edge looked like he was almost in the... gonna be stunned there. Oh, a nice powerbomb there by Road Dogg. His draws is done. Oh, wow. That didn't look like a staged kick there by Blackman. I feel like Blackman is fighting for real. Oh, no. Is Blackman going to get the 100K? No. Doesn't get it, but he's trying. As Vince McMahon is done. Road Dogg is going to soon get fired. And Stone Cold hanging on with one hand. And now the elbows to the shins. Here we go. Nice shot right there by Stone Cold for staying alive here. And now Blackman is done, but he's got to watch out for Mabel. Final four. Mabel, Edge, Road Dogg. Edge is done. Oh, man. Uh-oh. You got to think, though, right here, that Mabel is the favorite. He's got the size advantage. Stone Cold, DDT. And now everybody wants that 100K. As Road Dogg slams him down. Is he going to pursue him? Uh-oh. Here we go. There's no way Stone Cold's going to be able. Oh, is he going to be done? 100K to Road Dogg. Jesse James gets 100,000. And let's see if he can finish the job. He's got him stunned. He's got him stunned, but he's got to stop working him. Uh-oh. What's this? Oh, nice elbow to the chest. But that eliminated the stun on Mabel. But he's taking out the legs. That's good. But how are you going to get the big guy over that top rope? Road Dogg now. Oh, no. Sending him to the corner is bad news. Oh, no. There's no way. In the history of me making videos, the undersized competitor has never been able to lift up the bigger guy and hoist them over. Oh, I was hoping for some history here, but no, Mabel now. Oh, boy. Oh, no. Oh, that hurts the back. And Mabel with the, is he going to do the splash? Oh, he pancaked him. And Jesse James on the brink of getting eliminated. Is Mabel going to punch his ticket to WrestleMania? No. Well, good fight by Road Dogg. Road Dogg, not an easy out here. Here we go. Oh, another counter elbow. And a shot. I like how he's going for the legs. And now Jesse James lining it up. Oh, missing. Well, I'm telling you, Mabel has the agility for his size. And he definitely has the strength. This could be it. It's over. The big guy. Not getting distracted by The Undertaker. And the Ministry of Darkness. And the Acolytes. It's Mabel that wins the reverse 1999 Rumble. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I will see you guys soon for the next one. This is Ricky J. Have a great day. I love you all, man. Take care.